Hello there guys, Feng here, and welcome back to Mad Games Tycoon. We just finished the engine, so that's fantastic. I did get these to have another round of game design, so we're not actually researching anything at this current moment, so I think we got to probably do some contract work. I hired a new employee, since we actually had the stars for it now, so that's fantastic. Who is it now? I think it's this dude here. Yeah, Dean Francis. Of course, he's got low programming because obviously he didn't take the course with us, which is unfortunate, but that's life. But as you can see, it's coming along really fast now, and we're getting on pretty good. A bit worried about our money situation now. We don't seem to be making too much money from the engines at this current point, so we're going to do as much as we can with the contracts while we obviously learn more, get more features and stuff. But I'm really hoping some of our engines actually start selling, because otherwise we're going to be in a little bit of a pickle. Okay, so gameplay, that's fantastic. Oh, look at Feng's speed. Wow, that's fantastic. Get Feng in there. Feng can help out with the researching now, since he's got really good gameplay. I'm saying it again, it's not gameplay, it's bloody game design. I keep saying gameplay, for God's sake. I'm just so used to saying gameplay, I don't know why. So weird. As you can see, already 20% on 8-bit music, so we're going to research these features pretty damn quickly. So we'll get all these features that we currently have knowledge of. We will research a new genre, and then we will release a new engine. That seems like the best approach at this point in time. But as you can see, we're giving our money back slowly but surely, just from contracts alone. So, you know, the contracts are paying for their wages at this point. So anything extra that comes from the engines is profit. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Need to take that off. Okay, so there's a new engine that's going to be that's going to be an upgraded engine of skill games, so I'm not really too fussed about that. There we go, got that one. I'm not even bothered about how long it'll take now, because I'm really confident that my programmers will do it in time because of how they are. I mean, some of them are only 42, 45, 38, and of course 25. You know, one of them ain't even that smart in it, and we're still doing it pretty fast, so it's not a big deal at all. Fantastic. There we go. Now I don't want to hire any more staff, because if we do hire more staff, then it's going to really eat on our money, and we can actually lose from that. So I don't want to hire no more. I don't want to make a game, because we have no employees that have that much knowledge of graphics and sound and music. So that's the last thing we want to be doing at this point. However, once we get enough money from doing these engines, which we should be seeing shortly, yeah. But once we get enough money, then we can hire 1 or 2 of each, stick them in the training, get up to speed, and then we can stick them in here, and that should be a decent time to actually release a game. So yeah, any more contract work? Nope. Great. I'm actually debating whether we should develop an updated engine to the puzzle. I'm very tempted, you know. I'll wait for mouse input to be done, and oh, here we go. So there we go, we've actually got an engine now. Fantastic. Alright. That's good to see. And now we're back to 1 million. That's fantastic. I'll wait for mouse input, and then we'll do an upgraded version of the puzzle. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Here you go. So mouse input is now done. We still need advanced AI, but we also need to research a thingy as well, a new genre. So I'm not really too fussed about that. So let's go ahead and do. What was it? A puzzle. It was puzzle, wasn't it? Let's do puzzle. Let's plonk these like so. Dup, 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 dup. Fantastic. The engine's going to be rather costly. We're going to keep it at the same price. I'm going to make the profit sharing of 20%, obviously. What's it called? So it's called Feng Engine Puzzle 2.0. There we go. Start development. And that should bring in some serious money for lucky. Your employers want more copiers. Makes sense. So let's get some more copiers down. We'll stick a copier there, as long as they don't teleport through the fucking wall. There we go. That'll do. Two copies should do it. Hopefully. We are low on money. That's worrying. As you can see that. I mean, that's probably because of the well, it's because of the expense of the engine. I mean, it was like 300 grand, so it's not really surprising. I'm currently wondering if we should just make a game after this engine's done. We have enough employees to cover the desks of all of them, so it's not really a huge deal. But the problem is the music and graphics will suffer quite greatly. That's my only concern at this point. So it might have a really negative, but the features might make up for that, you see. The amount of features that we put in might make up for that. But that's just it, it might make up for that. Not saying it will. And the problem with that is that we will have to go through a publisher. We can't self-publish, we don't have the room for it at all. And if we do get a hit, then we've got to fork out on support, and I don't really want to do that just yet. Not until we get more engines out and making us more money. Okay, so advanced AI is more or less completed. Fantastic. There we go. Now we're going to research a new genre. We've got RPG, adventure, fighting games, simulation. I might go for simulation, although it's going to be quite costly to do that. Maybe sports game would be an ideal. Yeah, sport fans want realism and good computer opponents. Okay, go for it. Feng, you can go there. You can carry on helping them with their engine. Or you can just walk around like a fucking idiot while you try and find a desk. Silly AI. Silly AI. AI is very silly sometimes. I want more cabinets again. Seriously? Want more cabinets? You'll want more cabinets? I'll give you more bloody cabinets. Where's my cabinets gone? Where's the cabinets gone? There they are. I'll stick one over here. I can just basically stick more cabinets there and they'll think that's okay, so might as well. Screw it. Plenty of room in there, so I might as well use it. Aye. Well, I'm hoping it does. It does take a while to go away sometimes, but should be okay. Now, I'm hoping we become Studio of the Year. I think we deserve it this year. No, it's Ubisoft. God damn it! Same every year. I never get any awards. Never. I make the best engines for the best games, and I get no fucking credit for it. Fantastic. I don't know what to do no more. I don't know what to do in my life no more. Can't get awards. God damn it. Right. Lots and lots of things coming out. We still don't have copy protection and stuff like that. Yes, this is going to be really entertaining to see what happens at this late. Trying to make games. But we'll probably get it. I don't see why we wouldn't. Okay, so now that's done, let's just quickly do some contract work because it needs doing. Hey, we're still making money from the jump and run engine, which actually just saved us a little bit of money there. Alright, Feng, help out with the sports game. We're not going to be able to do much else though for the time being until obviously our engine start bloody selling more. God damn it. Do more contract work because we need it. Hey, another one. Excellent. They're selling. Fantastic. We'll be back to 1 million in no time if they keep selling like that. No, I mean, I'm serious. If they do keep selling like that, we'll be back up in no time. Right, now we've got sports games. Can we research any more features? No. So you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to go ahead and stick all of you in here. We're going to do a little bit of odd training. We're going to train in some music and sound, and then we'll train in some graphics, and then we're going to go ahead and try and make a game. Please want more water dispensers, for fuck's sake. They want bloody everything, don't they? Alright, I'll make some bloody water dispensers. God's sake. One there. That had to be awkward, don't they? One there. I suppose one there. As long as they're not teleporting everywhere. Which they probably will. Because they're derpy like that. I bet we can't hear any more stuff now, can we? Oh, we can. Not the ones we want, though. Well, there's a 22 game design there, but I'm not really too bothered about that at the moment. Now we have an interesting choice. What game do we make? I mean, we've got the engines for it, so, you know, that's not a problem. I think we should probably use the latest engine, so we should probably make a puzzle game. Ooh, hello. Now that's more like it. Someone's bought the Strat engine, so we're now nearly back to 1 million. But of course, making games is expensive. This is taking quite a while to actually train them, actually. That's surprising. I might just do the sound effects one, and then just build a game. Don't really want to build another engine yet. We shall see. There's cutscenes. I'm not too bothered about researching that just yet. Should we make a game? I mean, how many episodes are we in now? This is the 5th or 6th episode in. I actually can't remember. I've lost count. And we haven't really made a proper game yet. So yeah, I think we should make a proper game. I think we should. I'm just hoping that it doesn't get that successful that we end up with 16 million fans. I don't mind a few fans, because a few fans are actually manageable. It's only when you get too much that, you know, it starts to have a bit of a negative effect. So a few fans are fine, but nothing more than that. Otherwise, we're going to end up with buying some office workers to support, which I suppose is not necessarily a bad thing. You know, as long as you've got fans, then there's always going to be someone there to buy your games, which is ideal, but that's just the way it works. Contract, no contract work. Another month gone, no contract work. That's pitiful. So we've got sound effects. We haven't got much graphics then, have we, at all? Our graphics, we have basically zip graphics. Zip, zip, zip. Nada, nada, nada. We don't exactly have much music and sound either. But at least they're a bit more speedier than they were, so that's a good thing, I guess. Alright, let's go with it. Let's make us a game. Yay. Okay, so let's go ahead and... Well, we don't have many topics, do we? That's a bit funky. Let's go... Should we make a strategy game, actually? I fancy making a strategy game, even though it's slightly older tech. I do fancy making a strategy game. Let's go for strategy. Let's make it a conquest game. Strategy? We can have a subgenre, so let's make it a strategy building game. And we'll call it Strat Journeyum. Yeah, that'll do. That sounds confusing. That sounds about right. Let's go with that. Personal computer has still got a really huge market share. Now, don't have copy protected, don't have a license. I don't know where the slider is for strategy. Shit. Well, I'm assuming gameplay and I'm assuming game length. Yeah. Functions are more important, I would have thought, for strategy games. Possibly, maybe even gameplay all the way up there. Game length, possibly there. Functions, yes. Game depth, yes. And maybe for the core gamer. Not necessarily all the way for the core gamer. Now, let's go with that. Let's try that. We're going to focus more on... We're going to focus, okay, on sound. Not too much on graphics, although that's probably going to be a bad thing. Technology, yes. Gameplay, oh yes, yes. And we are going to make it available for all languages. Because then they'll sell more. Yeah, we've basically got everything there. That's exactly what I want. Let's go with it. Here we go then. The first game we've ever properly made. That wasn't just complete tosh. Who knows, this might be complete tosh. Strategernium. Why the fuck did I think of that name? That was a really silly name for a game. Oh well. I just hope there's no game called that, so they don't sue me for copyright. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. I will have a quick save of this actually before we crack on. At least I'll have enough money to cover costs anyway. I mean, we're already at 24%, but as you probably will notice, it will gradually get slower as we get to the more advanced features, so you have to bear that in mind. But as you can see, we've already got massive improvements on gameplay and programming. That's already an 100 gameplay, game design already, so that's fantastic. Come on, make it brilliant. Qatari has released the game Monster Truck. Alright, so for strategy games, we need to figure out what publisher we want actually. Strategy games. Let's have a quick look. That's simulation, is it? Where's strategy? There's real-time strategy. That's not what we want. We want strategy. Alright, so Kremlins. Wow. We have a lot of choice. Let me tell you that. We have a lot of choice. Maybe the real-time strategy might be the better one to go for if they accept it. You know, obviously not everyone, not all the publishers are going to accept it. Hey, someone bought Build. Brilliant. Someone built Build 0.1. That's still in alpha. Fantastic. That in itself is in early access, by the way. You can bug test it and see if it works. Fantastic. Alright, we're at 50%. I'm going to stick a pause in here and we'll be back momentarily. Okay, so we managed to sell Puzzle again, the puzzle engine now. We got even more monies and it's just about covered for the expenses of our employees so far. But as you can see, we had a massive increase in graphics because we used the 256 colour. So in fact, if we watch this 8-bit sound, we'll see this one probably will rocket up in a bit once this is done. And I hoping it does. Oh my god, someone else has bought Puzzle 2.0. That's just fantastic. Lots and lots of money. We're back in the green as far as I'm concerned. Once this is done, please rocket this up. Go on, you know you want to. Yeah. Whoa, that's rocketed up even more than that. Jesus Christ. I'm really pleased about this. Oh my god, majority of them want to publish. That's usually a good sign. In fact, the one that has got, I'm not 100% sure what this share means. Does that mean the publisher has that much of a share, or does that mean I get that much? This needs to be more easily distinguishable, because I don't know whether that means I get $5 of each copy sold or whether they get $5 of each copy sold. It doesn't really tell you, and it doesn't actually tell you on the numbers either. So this needs to be more distinguishable what this actually means. Yeah, please, devs. Everything else is fine. Everything else is fine. So I'm going to assume that the share means the share that they get. So I'm going to go ahead and try and go with someone that's got a low share but has got a high market strength, which is very difficult. It's about $5, isn't it, for the two? $6 for the two, $5. Let's go with Ubisoft. Why not? Even though they're ego shooters, ego maniacs, and of course everyone gets a little bit of a slight increase, which is fine by me. You've released your second game. You can now buy new dev kit to develop games on further platforms. And here's the score. That is actually not too bad of a score. I am actually really surprised about that. That has surprised me a lot, and it's a good genre combination, which is fantastic. The strategy building game, obviously it's a good combination. Wow, I'm really surprised. In fact, wow, it looks really 16-bitted, doesn't it? Or whatever it is. Whatever. Right, I'm really glad about that. It's received good reviews, which is fantastic, and hopefully it will sell. Alright, now we need to start thinking about getting our game designers back in here. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, mine's gonna be best bet. Yeah. Now we got fans. This is what I was worried about, making a game of the year. Uh-oh. It's not a bad thing. As I said previously, it's not a bad thing to have fans. It's actually a really good thing. But considering we're mainly making engines, it might be a bad thing to start off with. Although the support doesn't really cost that much to begin with, so it's not too big of a deal. Let's go ahead and do that. We need some desks. I'm hoping the desks bloody fit in here, because if they don't, then trollololol. They do fit in here, that's fine. We don't need that many desks. About 2 desks will do for now. But we will need someone that has a good office work. Thankfully, office work is not as important as any of the rest. So as long as someone's got a fairly decent one, they should be able to do the job very well. So yeah, this dude's fine. He likes coffee. He likes the cult machine, so he can go there and do the stuff. Alright, so the publishers launched a campaign to try and sell more copies. As you can see, we're not actually selling that many copies, which is unfortunate. And of course, wow, really? Really? Oh, there we go, we're fine. Games selling. To further increase sales, you might want to install copy protection. And that's probably why they're not selling it as well anyway, because we don't have a copy protection. I'm not going to bother about doing that just yet. But we are going to research the other features that we haven't been able to do yet. So let's go ahead and do that. More contract work, please. For our thingies. And Epic. Apparently, one dude is not covering the 9,000 fans. That's hilarious. Wow. Maybe we can start a fan campaign. That's probably not a great idea. It's only 3,000. Screw it. He'll go around and talk to them and try and get them as fans. Not a huge deal. I suppose I'm going to have to buy another sudden office worker. Don't really want to do that. But alas, I may as well. There's nothing stopping us from making a game now and again with our own engine. Especially now I know for a fact that we can do pretty well with it. So, that's fantastic. That's just fantastic. It really is. And they're happy. Yay, they're happy. Epic. Epic. At least we're making money. I mean, yeah, we're not making money off the game, but that wasn't really the intention. It was just to actually, you know, get a game out and actually start getting some of these stuff like the copy protect and the multi-platform, the dev kits, because we do need them. We will eventually need them once we make more games. But for now, we're still focusing on tech and getting those engines going. But for the time being, it looks all handy dandy. So I can't really grumble at that. More contract work for us? Excellent. Once there's no contract work, I'll get them in here and I'll try and get their graphics up, I think, because we don't really have anyone with graphics per se. So we definitely need to sort that out as soon as possible. Any more contract work? Oh, there is. Okay. Sort that one then. There you go. Oh, this is great. This has actually worked out really well, even though we are making a loss with Strategenium. Sorry. Not Strategerium, Strategenium. Or Strategeranium. Wherever you want to pronounce it, I don't care. Brilliant. No more contract work. Let's go ahead and stick you all in here so you can do some proper work, some proper training on graphics. Yes, there is enough bloody thingies. Just stop it. Stop it. Do graphics. You've been commanded to do graphics, so do it. Pixels for everyone, indeed. Pixels for everyone. This is where marketing. This is where marketing would actually be really useful as well. If you market it yourself, you can launch campaigns yourself instead of your publisher, as well as your publisher, and you can still make more money by doing that. So that's fine. Now I don't know if I actually mentioned this in the first video. I probably haven't, because obviously it was a very quick game. That was just there to obviously get the research room, but the games how they work in this is a lot different to obviously Game Dev Tycoon and Gamers Go Makers. That it doesn't stay for a set amount of time. What it does is it carries on being sold until it gets to a certain point where it's not really selling that much weekly. This is when you publish it via publisher. If you produce it yourself, then you can decide how long it stays on for and how much stock you need in your storage, which is really nice actually. It's a really nice change from, oh, this game is really good, but it's only going to be out for 4 weeks, then it's going to be off the shelves. And it's like, what? That makes no sense. If it's a bestseller, if it's a game of the year and whatnot, then surely it should be available for the year. You know, makes sense. Really odd, but at least this game does that to perfection. You know, this will stay now until maybe it goes to 100 per week being sold, and any under than that, and then it will come off. Or if you publish it yourself, you can keep it for as long as you want, which is superb. Now, unfortunately, we did make a loss. That's not really surprising. We probably did publish it with the wrong people, which, you know, is unfortunate. But that's life. That's the reason why you want to publish it yourself. You can easily make more money publishing it yourself. But I just wanted to get 1 or 2 games out there just to sort that out. Alright, so let's research. There's 2 more features. I think we'll train you a bit more, guys, into ooh, yes please. That's gonna make them even better. That's gonna give them even more programming. But I mean, the engines do kind of demand it now. In fact, I'm going to get Feng on that one as well. May as well. I mean, these are all research level editor pretty easily. I'm pretty sure level editor has got a space in it, but whatever. As I said, you know, it's early access. Typos will happen. Typos are there. Typos are here to stay. For now. I've just cancelled off by accident, didn't I? Shit. That's another thing I hate as well. It's very easy to accidentally click off things by right clicking while you're dragging stuff around. I kind of wish you could do something about that, but it's minor. Here we go. So we got Strap 1.0 being sold as well. That's fantastic. More monies for us. And we desperately need to start making a new engine as soon as possible. Once we got this done, then we can focus on the thingy engine. What was the other one we were looking for? Was it? I can't remember now. I can't bloody remember. Holy shit! There's actually an ego shooter one there. A jump and run. Oh, okay. So yeah, there's actually quite a lot of engines now. There's one engine that collides with ours. But you know what, that's probably not selling as well as it used to anyway, so you know, that's not a big deal. Puzzle 1's selling, our other 1's selling, so you can't really grumble at that. I'll do some more telemarketing calls, might as well. Third person shooters now available. That might be the best one to go for next, actually, if you think about it, because there's a lot of publishers that have that as their main fan base and are quite popular. If we have a quick look, here we are. So third person. Oh, okay. So that one doesn't. Minisoft is real-time strategy. Pony. That's it. Pony. That's what I was after. We can do it. Pony. I mean, $4 share. If I'm assuming that's right, yeah. If they only want $4 per unit, then that's fantastic. But if they're giving us $4 per unit, then that's not fantastic. Really needs to be a lot more clear what that share actually is. Brilliant. Brilliant. So this should be done pretty soon. And so should that. That shouldn't take very long either. Sweet. Nobody else wants anything yet, which is surprising. I would have thought they would have known about something else by now, but they haven't, so that's good. Here we are, programming's pretty damn high now. Fantastic. Much more speed as well. So yeah, everyone go back in there. Feng, you carry on researching with those, and do a little bit more contract work, just get our money up a little bit higher. And then, I think, when all is said and done, we can focus on making the next engine. Let me have a look what engines what was the latest engine I did? It was the puzzle engine, puzzle and strategy. So I should have another one. Something now. Is that last? Oh, 16-bit music. Shit, I need to do 16-bit music first. Bah. It don't matter. Shouldn't take very long anyway. As you can see, it's already at 10%, so not a huge deal. But I think once that's done, we'll definitely do another engine. And then once we've done that engine, we'll might think about releasing another game. We'll try another game and see what we get. We can even use the same engine we just used as well, which would be fantastic. Well, ideal and fantastic at the same time, of course. Keep ahead of the competitors, even though we haven't got the best of staff. Well, we have, kind of, but you know what I mean, since we haven't got that much graphics and sound knowledge, we can probably still do decent-ish. I'm going to quickly pause this then for the time being, and then we'll be back momentarily. Okie dokie then, so that's done. Now we're going to go ahead and see if we can develop the new engine. For some reason, ever since I've just unpaused, the frames have gone down to 30, which is a bit odd. The game is fairly optimized from what I can tell. I haven't really had many problems with it running at anything less than 30, but that's a bit odd. Alright, so what was we after? Oops, sports. That was it. We don't have. No one's got a sports yet. Oh wow, oh silly. Fantastic. Well, we got the sports engine now. Fantastic. We've got all the latest gadgets and gizmos and features, and we're gonna rock your socks off. 638,000. That's a lot of dough. That's a lot of dough. Feng engine, sports 1.0. Sell the engine for 200 with a profit share of 25. And what we can probably do now is slightly increase the profit share of, why is that still 16? Stick that 20. Actually no, we can probably stick it to 25 now. I'll say probably. That might affect us a bit more than I really expect, but we'll try it anyway. We'll see what happens with that. I'm hoping that it's going to be enough. Just enough not to persuade people to... Hang on, I forgot to do the last one. Fuck's sake. In fact, what I might want to do now is delete the old Puzzle 1 engine, which you can do, which is probably a good idea, considering the others are fine. Yep, that's fine. Okay. And that's going to be researched, and that's going to be built. So, okay then guys, that's the end for this episode, that's the end for this recording session, and I'll see you next time. Obviously, when I do the next recording session, there might be some new features added in, So obviously I'll go through it if there is any new features and whatnot, and we'll talk about it then. So I'll see you later, guys.